Good day everyone, this is Jacob Caldwell, massage therapist here in Seattle. Thanks for checking out my walking video series. The walking series is for people who want to empower their own self-healing and take control of their life. Do not read any further if you have a closed mind and are looking for excuses as to why you are not getting better. Without an open mind, the upcoming videos may be very disturbing and frightening to you. If one reads and carries out these techniques, you may become healthier, happier, and not have any more excuses to use. The walking series is for perseverant and personally responsible people only. You have been warned. Good luck. The How to Walk Correctly series is so simple of a statement. It doesn't make sense. Of course I know how to walk. I've been doing it since I was born. And yes, you have been. What we also could have been doing is creating chronic inflammatory ailments at the same time by not walking correctly. In sports, technique will win out over strength most of the time. As a massage therapist, my focus and passion has always been to empower people to heal themselves. Healer means to inspire, doctor means to teach, and in my book, if you're not being taught or inspired by your practitioner on how to resolve your issue, this is called failure. Failure in medicine and therapy is when you repeat the same practice and achieve very little progress with the same level of pain for the client. The same definition applies to insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. I've always been curious on how an injury occurs. It always seems like a game to me, finding the mystery to how the pain got there. Often, many people do not know what the source of their pain is, and usually practitioners don't bother to find out. It is imperative to find out how that hip pain got there. Was it from a fall 10 years ago, or is it from walking your dog every day? If we can prevent an incorrect activity that is causing us pain, then we can administer the correct healing procedure. However, we need the person to stop hurting themselves so that they can progressively heal. If the person is currently hurting themselves on a daily basis, it is quite difficult to have an effective treatment. The most profound and preventable injury that I see is that people do not walk correctly. As a society, we don't really walk anymore. We walk to the bathroom, we walk to the car, down the hall, but now we rarely walk a mile or two to work or to the store. Sometimes I'll hear people say, "I had to walk 3 blocks to get here." If you have trouble walking 3 blocks, you need to walk those 3 blocks. We are such a technological society that we have stomped on nature for egotistical technology. We think an MRI and surgery is going to help us with our knee issue, when really it comes down to flexing a muscle correctly. We think technology is going to save us from everything, but if we can listen to nature, it has all the solutions already. The problem is we must listen to nature and accept things are easy, which is the hard part. I've seen many different pain issues such as arthritis, scoliosis, plantar fasciitis, bursitis, inflamed joints, ACL, MCL tears, shin splints, falling arches, tight IT bands, bunions, low back pain, chronic neck pain. As far as I'm concerned, these issues all must do with one thing: how your foot contacts the ground. If you have ever constructed a house, you would know that the leveling of the foundation is an important part of the building process. Otherwise, you'll have crooked windows, walls, and roofs. So goes the same with the body. The full range of motion of the leg and foot must be exercised. Otherwise, if one continually skips part of the steps, it will be like a house on a slowly sinking foundation. Soon you'll have chronic issues above the waist, and no matter what kind of therapy you do, the issue never resolves and continually reappears. Usually where the pain is not the problem, but the symptom. If the window is crooked, it has nothing to do with the window itself. It is the crooked foundation, and the same thing happens with the body. Often crooked hips and low back pain is due to a simple technique of not flexing your big toe. You can rub that back all you want, but if you don't flex that toe, your back is going to keep hurting for a long time. There have been many devices like orthotics, ointments, and surgeries, but all of these are temporary solutions. If you do not flex that foot correctly, nothing will change. I've had people lay on my massage bed and they think, All they need for me to do is rub that spot and it will be gone. And then I have to apologize and say the session is only effective for inspiring you on how to heal. And you, sir, ma'am, need to flex your foot correctly. Fortunately, walking correctly is not an easy thing to do and master. At first it takes a lot of discipline. Breaking habits is very difficult, but the rewards to being able to heal yourself and prevent further injury are quite empowering. I like to think if I was thrown out in the middle of the forest, would I need anything? I don't want to be dependent on anything like a pharmaceutical or orthotic or a syringe. I want to be truly health empowered with self-knowledge. After learning the walking correctly technique, you're going to have to ask yourself, if I can heal this, what else can I do? The answer is everything. The list of injuries and ailments that I previously listed, I've had half of them myself. My goal is I want to be walking with my own feet and my legs when I'm 70, 80, 90, and 100 plus. I don't want to be in a wheelchair. I want this same goal for you. When I was 19, I jumped off a lifeguard stand and sprained my knee really good. As a 19-year-old, I easily ignored that. I didn't want to be injured. And it wasn't that bad, but times 20 years, the trauma to the knee was still ongoing. I had hip pain, low back pain. I had crippling shin splints. I was just 32. And just playing softball, after a game, I was like nearly crippled. I could barely run. And I finally went to a chiropractor, and he suggested to me, like, oh, you need orthotics. And with that, I was like, I don't want to be dependent on anything. Maybe I'm not walking right. And after about a 3, 4, 5 year journey, I've taken care of most of these issues. I'm about 98% done with them. My crippling shin splints I solved in 9 months. And systematically, I've taken care of each one of them, all because of flexing my foot correctly. I've done this myself, and I can do it for you. Just hang with me, and I'll show you the way in this upcoming video series.